Yo guys, I'm Truzuo to reacting to. I've made the world's powerful hammer. This is by IDidAThing. This is a new person we're reacting to who I used to watch way back then and saw a lot of people reacting to him. So I decided let's check him out and let's see. This is the world's most powerful hammer. Yep, that hurts. I know that feeling.
How you going? I'm still in lockdown. And
Oh,
I'm bored.
this is during COVID?
Bored. So bored, I've been finding ways to make mundane activities more of a challenge and
Oh,
dangerous.
okay.
But so far, haven't found anything exciting.
Why would you do that? Oh,
Then I
just
saw
the thought of that?
Mexicans.
Oh my
So
god.
today, I'm gonna make my version of their hammer.
Is this actually a thing? I think it is. I mean, a Mexican hammer? That has to be like some festival thing, right? No, that's like an actual thing they use.
To do stuff. Luckily, today's sponsor, NordVPN, allows me to travel the world wherever I want.
sponsor.
Here are some photos of me on my recent trip to Paris. And here's me in New York Key. I've been a Nord customer for years and love the fact that it's easy to use with a single click, allowing me to access over 5,200 servers in 60 countries. It gives me the fastest speed.
Sponsor.
It also protects all my internet data behind its ultra-secure wall of next-generation encryption, which is great when I'm being dodgy. Let's say I'm sick of being in Sydney, where the COVID cases are out with, and you'll be all across applied list. Some of you Australian company already
sponsor. Check it out for
the Mexicans with explosive hammers, and an Australian company, Ramset, beat me to it, making this, which is used to drive nails through brick and metal. And I could just buy one of these. But look at that price. $350? I'm definitely better off making
that one $1,000? Okay,
so
yeah.
The first thing I did was buy a $2,000 lathe. Okay, so this is
He's like
plan.
Michael.
I've collected all the scrap metal in my house.
That's pretty good and better than me probably. What in
which
the
I
world?
reckon I can combine to make this.
Oh, there it is.
It's pretty simple. Just a block of metal in two pieces with a swivel point here.
Ooh.
Then you put the nail inside with a charge behind it. And when I hit the nail here, it moves back and hopefully sets off the charge, firing the nail out the end. And some of you might recognize some similarities between this and stuff made here's baseball bat. But look, if he's allowed to copy my steel-toed croc video and make it much better, then I'm allowed to copy his video and make it much worse. And that's
that makes sense.
But I don't actually think I have the skills to make this.
So you know how to use a lathe?
Using a lathe, and so far I've only made this. So hopefully making the hammer is similar. And unlike this, which is made from round bar and fits in the 3-jaw chuck, I'm using square bar for the hammer, which doesn't fit. So either I add another jaw on the side,
oh my god, this guy is too literal.
Chuck. And this sounds like an easy solution, but when you put material in a 4-jaw chuck like this, it needs to be centered using one of these.
Okay.
And I hate being precise. I always avoid it, but now, thanks to this tool, I have the ability to tell how unprecise I am, accurate to 1/100th of a millimeter.
That's pretty precise.
This is dumb. I feel like nothing I do makes any sense. I hit this side, and now this side has moved in. And then I turn this thing, and now the whole thing's the wrong way.
Wait, what?
But after mucking around with it for ages, I seem to have gotten the piece roughly in the middle. So I brought
That's pretty good. Roughly is better than not.
Across the face.
It's kind of satisfying right there. It peeling off.
And lathing is a lot of fun and really makes you feel like a man with a big manly tool. Mainly because it allows me to finally grow facial hair.
Oh my god. It's like worse than aluminum foil. No, dude.
And that facing cut
Why would you do that?
Pretty smooth. And after comparing it to my face, it's much more flat.
Oh my god, this guy.
Okay, now I'm going to drill a hole in the center of the block. And this is the scary part. As if it's not centered, all the machinist watching.
Yeah, and you weren't very precise, were you? This guy's making me very nervous. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, bro. No way you are barefoot doing this with all the metal, dude. You gotta be, at least wear socks. Like, shoes, you know, that'd be most like, you know, probably steel toe. I mean, you're doing with a lot of heavy shit, especially metal. I mean, at least put some socks on. Barefoot? Oh my god. Is he Australian? I think that's what he said, or I've heard, I think. I swear. Oh my god. What are you doing? He reminds me of the Fred Flintstone where he did like that big like I don't even know what you call like the caveman like dress coat thing, whatever you call that.
Fuck. And this sucks. If I can't get the drill bit out, I'm gonna have to start all over.
Isn't the drill bit attached to the other side? How did it get stuck like that?
The other part still, and even tried putting it in the freezer with diced mangoes.
Oh, the drill bit actually like came out of the other side.
But nothing worked. But then I had a genius idea. I grinded some flats on the side of the drill bit and used this wrench to attempt to turn it out.
I mean, that's pretty smart. I feel like you're gonna mess up the insides, no?
Yeah. Which worked, but I still need to make the hole a little larger. And I've decided from now on, I should definitely use a safer approach and use a dummy and some lubricant.
Dude, what is this guy? That's gonna get it even stuck again.
And I'm pretty sure the lathe isn't meant to be making this noise. So I just put on some ear protection to fix the noise. And that looks pretty good. And the blank also fits. That's pretty perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The hole is done and seems to be in the center. So I just cut
it looks pretty good
off using the world's most unpleasant tool.
Okay.
And then decided I had had enough of staring at these blanks and wanted to see what actually happens if I just hit one.
No, oh, dude, please tell me you're doing something. Oh my gosh, you have to... Dude, that is so dangerous.
And now,
at least he's got face protection on.
For some reason. 3, 2, 1.
Dude, no ear protection either? Oh my god.
My ears are literally still ringing while recording.
My ears are ringing and I'm not even there.
I want to see what happens if I hit it again, but this time with a nail on top. So I put the nail in, then place the blank underneath.
Oh, why would you do that? Why would you put it down? Just to go into your roof.
Set off the blank and die. Then I hit it as hard as I could.
Dude, what are you doing?
And nothing. And again.
Oh, dude. What if that just, went off on the ground?
And still nothing. And then I tried placing the blank on flat metal and also clamping the device so it doesn't fall onto the ground and then point towards me. 3, 2.
This is so stupid.
1.
Oh my god.
God, what the?
Yeah, no kidding.
Holy shit.
Did it go through the board or into the board?
Where did the nail?
Bro, did I not call that shit? I said you have no you could have put a board above it if it shut up. I told you it was gonna go into the ceiling. You better hope he owns the house and he's not like renting an apartment or something. But dude, oh my god, that has got to be the most brain dead thing you can do. Oh my god, straight into the ceiling. That's why I said put it down.
Oh, that is terrifying.
It looked like it went sideways and then go straight up into the floor above. And puncture something.
I cannot believe that these say they are weak. I am so glad.
They're like it says power loads on it.
Let's check upstairs and see if that did any damage.
I mean, I didn't look like it. Oh my god.
And that works a little too well.
Dude, you gotta be careful, man.
As I spent an hour like a sweatshop worker machining like 100 nails down until I had an airtight fit in the hole of the hammer. And I'm really starting to think
that's pretty satisfying.
Make myself like a Kevlar apron or something to protect my
You need more than that. You need like a suit of armor.
Anyone watching has some Kevlar they don't want that they want to send me, hit me up. Okay, moving on with the build, I need to make a hinge.
Let's see how you can make a hammer out of this.
So I decided to just use a store-bought hinge, which will attach to the bottom of
I feel like that's the steel is going to be breaking before the hinge.
Something else I've never done, which is use this tap and die set to create threads in metal. But first, I thought I'd better read the instructions very, very carefully to make sure I don't die.
Okay.
Then, once it was kind of together, I realized a potential problem with my design, which was that the round could go off when I closed the hinge.
Yeah.
Which it didn't. So I set it off with a stick once again.
Why? Oh, bro, no cover again? Dude, I see it in the ceiling already.
It's too powerful. So
dude, at least put like some type of thing to go on the board so it doesn't go through the board, or put something on the ceiling.
Straight through.
You changed nothing and expected a different result. Went right to the ceiling again.
And let's go check upstairs again.
He's got a friend now.
What? And that works great, but I still decided to swap the hinge out for a more beefy.
Bro, I called it. I said that hinge is not going to work. It's like, I don't even know, that's like a picture frame hinge. Okay, that's more adorable right there.
Which I took from the door of this cabinet.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't need something more adorable.
Like this thing. It's like I'm holding a badly rendered pistol. Now I need to decide on the locks that hold the pieces together. And at first I was going to go with this kind of artistic wanky lock, but I don't actually think it would hold together with the extreme forces on the hammer. So I went with this sturdier one. Then once I tap and not dyed the rest of the holes, I've essentially got the finished thing.
Pretty smart. Ooh, it like locks too.
Except it looks really ugly. And after looking online at other kinds of hammers,
I mean, if it works,
and other stuff,
Hammerhead Shark
this by Adam Savage.
Ooh, Adam Savage is a goat.
Slight inspiration from.
Dude, I respect Adam Savage. Dude, he does crazy stuff with movie props and stuff like that.
And after all that,
there's a whole like a warehouse or garage.
How much metal I had actually lost, so I measured it, and strangely, I gained around 1 centimeter. Then I cleaned up the other pieces using my sick tech deck skills from my childhood.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And so far, this has actually been pretty easy. But now comes the hard bit, where I grind in the more delicate details and risk stuffing up this whole piece, which I'm terrified about.
Why wouldn't you write it like on a post-it note or something and stick it to it? Or like tape.
Now I'm going to try and create an angled section on the side, and I can do this in 2 different ways. The first, by locking the grinding face at an angle. Or I can do my favorite method, which is to lock myself at a 45-degree angle.
That doesn't make your wrist isn't. Your wrist moves. What?
The two, I created this. So then
that's pretty
I just
good.
did the same thing on the front to create these cute little triangles, which despite my fears,
pretty good looking.
Pretty good. So then I attempted the scariest part, which is a rounded groove cut into metal, which blacksmiths and whitesmiths like to call fullers. So I tilted the belt at this sharp angle and started. And while doing this, I actually found the best angle for grinding was when I placed my head right here, which allowed me to see right.
That's a pretty good angle right there.
But it also means the metal dust gets a good view of my face as well. And after all this grinding, I was starting to create a bit of mess. With all these
I don't know about you guys. I like to watch like Natural Geographic and stuff, or like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of the show Gold Rush, where they like, mine for gold or whatever. Like the latest season, I'm not going to spoil anything in case you guys watch it, but one of the mechanics was repairing a wash plant, and he was welding, and one of the metal things flew off and into his shoe and burned his foot and burned his shoe, and it was like steel toe mechanic welding gear, dude. It was scary, dude. This is dangerous, bro. Like, bro, I think he got like 1st-degree burns or something like that, and he worked through it. But I mean, dude, you got to be careful. This shit will fuck your shit up on your foot. I mean, this is just like sanding and whatnot, and the sparks whatnot, but you got to be careful, dude.
But luckily, I had a mate who told me a tip, which was to place a bucket of water directly underneath the grinder, which is actually great, as it keeps me nice and cool while doing this hot work.
I guess if you catch on fire, at least it'll cool it off fast, but I mean, that's still risky, dude.
Okay, the fullers look pretty good, although it is starting to look more like the G word, which I'm too scared to say.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Definitely isn't a G.
It's like a kind of like
not illegal. And it's just
a revolver, like, what do you call it? Clip? I don't even know what you call that.
From stores. So then I switched to this belt, which I found in the bin of a waxing salon. And the tiny hairs stuck to this belt give the metal a really nice finish.
Pretty clean.
God, that's smooth.
And look at that.
That's pretty good.
It actually all looks good, except these little overhanging lips. So I gave it a labiaplasty.
Oh my god.
Now you're probably wondering how I'm going to stick a handle on this thing. And
yeah, how are you doing that?
I definitely should have planned how I was going to do that from the start, because now I'm just going to have to go with the easiest, worst option, which is most likely going to ruin all of this work. And I'm going to attempt to weld a piece of pipe here and then just shove the handle in like this.
Okay, that's not a terrible idea.
Another piece of pipe and welding that onto another piece of metal, and then hitting that as hard as I can against an anvil.
Dude, this guy.
I think it might hold.
This guy is so unserious, dude.
So I just got a piece real hot, squished it in the vise, and then closed my eyes and hoped for the best.
Dude, this guy is the really definition of safety hazard.
This has been my longest project so far and took me a crazy 13 minutes and 59 seconds to get here. And I had to sit through a Nord sponsor and 2 unskippable ads. So this better work.
Dude, this guy.
And after filling the piece up with about an inch of lava, the weld actually looks alright and the piece hasn't deformed.
I don't know how you can tell.
So then I cleaned off the black stuff until it was shiny again and then did some research trying to decide on the finish for this metal. And one I do like is stone washing, where you etch the metal in
that's kind of sick looking.
Then people on the internet will get that metal and put it in a rock tumbler to get this nice looking
surface.
I've kind of
heard. I think I heard about this.
From rust and looks rusty.
You like shake it.
I don't have a tumbler, so I figured out another easy way to make your own. All you do is you get your metal, put it in your pocket with some stones from the garden, and then put it in the washing machine for about an hour.
I guess that makes sense.
Which gives you this. And I decided I don't actually like this very much, so I'm sticking with the shiny finish. But I'm also going to copy what every wog that moves to Australia does and cover pointless parts of it in gold in an attempt to make myself look more serious. Then I grabbed some oil and rubbed it all over the wood before using some quick set epoxy and a bolt to lock the handle in place.
Okay, that's pretty smart.
Now the instructions of the epoxy don't say you have to panic, but I find I get better results if I use the wrong size bolt.
What are we doing?
Which I then have to cut down and then burn myself on.
What are you doing?
I then like to freak out that I'm not going to get the handle in place before the epoxy sets, ruining my whole project, meaning I'm not going to be able to upload a video in time and I'm going to become irrelevant and not be able to upload on YouTube ever again. And it worked. Then I took it back to the beautiful hairy belt to smooth it out. And I do like these hairy belts a lot. But just like the Thai place down the road, I find I get much better results when finishing by hand.
Oh my god.
And it's done.
Looks pretty sick. I don't know how if anything breaks, how you're gonna get the screws out. I guess it's a problem if it breaks.
So I decided to do one last vice test just to make sure it still works.
Not the ceiling again, man. There it goes, straight through the board into the ceiling. This guy, man.
Nice. I don't know why I didn't place a piece of wood there.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's go upstairs.
This is his own episode. Will his house be damaged, or apartment, whatever this is for Australia? Oh my god. You can see it actually through the floor.
Oh,
Dude, he did it in the walls? Oh my god. Dude, if this has to be like a rent, bro. No way. His landlord's gonna kill him.
Very happy with that. This thing is powerful.
No way, this is a house.
Definitely the coolest thing I've ever made.
Why would you do that to your house?
I just realized that the vice was definitely adding heaps of support on the side
Maybe it is his
and
house.
on the bottom of the hammer. So
this looks more like an apartment.
I decided to put it on this rig, which perfectly recreates how my arm works.
Why, dude? This guy. This just looks even okay. This just looks better than it was. It's not gonna go into the ceiling. Why?
Which didn't work. And again.
Okay. At least he's going away from it.
Then I figured out what was happening.
Okay.
My hammer was working in the vise, but not for the reasons I intended.
Oh, it's getting
I
stuck.
thought the nail was moving back and pushing the blank, setting it off. But that wasn't actually happening. Because I was scared and crouching down to make sure I didn't die, I was actually hitting the top of the hammer, not the nail, which meant I was squishing these two pieces of metal together, setting off the blank.
So it wasn't like flush enough.
Shorter nail so that the end of the hammer would actually hit the table. And...
oh no. Here we go. This is like some Tom and Jerry shit right here. Oh my god. Did it go through the table, or did it go into other thing?
Whoa. What was that? All right, let's hammer some stuff that.
Is that his mom or something?
Like
or his roommate, or girlfriend, or somebody.
This fry pan.
Oh my god! You're gonna nail your pan to the table. Isn't that like acrylic or something?
Oh my god!
Or like some type of hard plastic. Oh my god! And now it's stuck.
and it smashed through that easily.
Oh my god, straight through. I'm surprised it didn't crack the bowl.
But
that's pretty good. Or is it stainless steel just painted?
So let's move on to some thicker metal, like this a barbecue plate, which is a centimeter and a half thick.
Maybe it will? I feel like it's way too thick for it. We'll find out.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Far out that was a loud one.
Oh, it's stuck.
Okay, it's stuck.
I didn't think it was gonna go through.
Whoa.
It might have punctured it.
Punched a clean hole. You can see the punch marks. Or the way that it kind of blew it
Damn.
out at the back.
It actually went through it.
Insane. And after that success, I think I'm going to take it off the rig and have a go at hitting it myself.
Oh no!
I'm so surprised this thing hasn't blown apart yet. And even
the handle is holding intact.
To somehow be holding up. So I stacked up some stuff in front of me and decided to hit. This book.
Oh my god.
Oh.
This guy.
Oh my god.
No gloves, no safety equipment. No, like, dude. Oh, okay, he's got some gloves on now.
3, 2, 1.
It didn't go off.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my god.
That was actually fine to hold.
Did it go through it all?
That go all the way through the table.
It went through the book, through the table.
Went through the book, through the table, through this surfboard I have here, and is sticking out.
Oh my god.
Insane.
That is pretty sick though.
With this thing.
Threw it all with progress away.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like that, please subscribe and check out some of my other stuff.
Dude, this guy is actually Michael Reeves without caution. He just goes full send, no safety gear. You know, Michael will, you know, build stuff and test it and, you know, make it, you know, like a joke, but he just doesn't care. He just like will fully just do the most obscure thing possible to like for a safety hazard, like, you know, put some gloves on. No, some face protection. No, put something that protected if it like, goes somewhere like in the ceiling. No, 3 times he did that, inspected a different result. All stuck in the ceiling and punctured to the floor. Obviously he's trolling or whatever, but it's, dude, you gotta be, dude, I'm telling you, bro, one time is enough for it to be, you know, either fatal or cause you a real injury, especially with doing all that metal work and stuff. That's very scary shit right there. But yeah, dude, this guy's hilarious. We'll be reacting to more of his stuff next week. Let me know what video of his I should react to next. But yeah, this was hilarious. Dude, I didn't actually know that's a thing, that it's called like a Mexican hammer, and they actually use that. Like, let me know in the comments what they actually use it for. Is it like for concrete or, you know, some type of like architecture specifically in maybe Mexico or anything like that? But let me know. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.